Gosh dang it, it's on a different count, I think. Yeah, we had some pretty darn good songs, I tell you what.
Not to yank my own cock, but I thought we were a pretty good band.
I mean, we never even played a show, so, like...
You're having fun.
We had a practice studio we were paying hundreds of dollars for each month.
But as long as you had fun, that's all that matters.
We had fun. We recorded a couple really crappy demos.
Do you not realize I have had diarrhea since Easter's?
COVID put an end to it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
COVID put into a lot of things.
Yeah, so like we never got it. We never really got it fully going.
Ooh. So this is probably the best boss in the game. I don't think most people would disagree on that. Basically, you gotta destroy these antennae, and when they turn red, they shock you, so you gotta time it correctly. And also, you can trick Metalhead here into destroying some of them with his electric wave attack.
Oh.
So,
what the hell?
Let's see.
Close to finding this.
So we're about... we'll see... We'll see if we can... How much is left of Spoderman on Lance Patron?
Let me... check.
Because we were in the sewers when we stopped, chasing after Venoma. Venom.
Yeah, then we gotta then rescue Peter's wife.
Hmm.
Can we rescue your mom? Oh, got him.
Rescue Spider-Man's wife. Then
Spider-Man's wife. Spider-Man's ass.
Then after that, I'm trying to figure out what else we do.
Excellent Wesley Willis impression.
Wesley Willis.
Okay, so while I'm waiting to find the logo for my old band, I have to send you this important image. It's in the Mikey editing room. Take a break and look at this.
Alright, give me a sec.
And Mikey edited in.
What did Mikey edit in? So stupid.
So stupid. Alright, and here's the logo for my band. And Mikey edited in. Let's hear your reaction.
Oh, you already found it.
Edit in,
oh, dear Lord.
Oh, who drew this?
What?
Who drew that?
Our drummer.
Okay, I was gonna say, that was... I didn't know you were such a good artist.
Did he have a reference?
No.
And you were gonna be the reference for him?
Oh, it was some fun times though. Yeah, me be the reference.
Like he would do it.
We know.
One time I went into the bathroom at the studio and it was just like splattered with diarrhea.
It's like Monkey Cheese number 2 or whatever that was called. And there's just
that shit was so funny. He won't stop saying monkey cheese.
Monkey
cheese.
Yeah, he did a Monkey Cheese episode 4 in like 2011. And it was hilarious, and I wish that he still did shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Can't have good things.
Monkey banana.
There are like,
made
16,000 different videos discussing the downfall of Channel Awesome, Cinemassacre at this point, where people are complaining about James Rolfe. Because
I mean, it's not like he's even done it. It's not like he's done anything bad.
He's just kind of
no. It's not like Channel Awesome where they were like covering up and and stuff, and there was an entire document full of. I mean, some of it was just they were assholes to us, but there was some pretty bad stuff in there too, in the Change the Channel document.
Right.
It's not like that. It's just more like. The story goes that Mike Rattay posted a picture of his penis to Twitter to win a dick measuring contest. Like this.
It wasn't that. There was a meme that he had a 12-inch wang. And like that was just like a long-standing meme in the community. But then like somebody tweeted at him like, "Is your wiener really that long?" And then he posted a drunk photo of it next to a measuring stick that is like, "Nope, sorry, it's actually only just 10 inches." But like it's like he uploaded a picture of presumably his own wiener on Twitter, and they're like, "What the fuck? You just ruined the joke, and two, you know you have underage people following you." Plus that and like the Loco Bandito thing he did.
there was that too.
Yeah.
Made it.
But he tried to cover it up, and that's where things got horrific.
I don't think James tried to cover it up. I just think
Mike
he quietly
covered
parted
it
ways.
up. Because like a bunch of people started posting about it on like the Cinemassacre Reddit, and was like, "Hey, Mike Matei did this, and here's the Loco Bandito," and he just went on a blocking spree.
Where to, Spyro?
And
Like he should have owned up to it and apologized.
Yeah.
And
But
with the
the
Twitter
people
thing, he should have just never done that.
the people who got blocked and removed from that Reddit started their own Reddit called Cinemassacre Truth, and it's just a bunch of people bitching about James Rolfe selling out to Screenwave and making fun of how is, and complaining about James's wife for ruining his career, and complaining about how James spends more time with his kids than he does making videos, and a bunch of dumb bullshit like that.
Interesting.
There's like, I can know of at least 2 video essays that have discussed this whole phenomenon, but regardless, this is my favorite world in the game. This is Dreamweavers. It's a magic-themed world like Magic Crafters, but it's a little more fantastical. You see we got floating islands and weird little rivers and transforming enemies and a whole bunch of weird stuff. The most creative levels in the game are in this batch of levels, and it's also where the game gets a little more challenging too. So, yeah. Let's see, what does Mikey have on his topic list? And no, it's not going to be farting his pants in first grade until he peed. Because that did not happen. No.
I did fart in class a couple of times, and it was embarrassing each time.
Yeah.
Ethan being embarrassed about a fart. Oh, here it is.
He has some shame sometimes.
Ethan, tell us about Pizza Man.
The song?
No, Ethan lives in a nondescript town in Minnesota, and there is a pizza
suburb,
and there's a pizza restaurant not too far from his house called Pizza Man.
I mean, it looks like you told the entirety of the story.
Yeah, like Pizza
Because
Planet.
I've never been in there. Look at that Jesper or whatever it is.
That Jezebel.
Yeah. Okay, so
That Jezebel napalm for all the PH fans.
well, here's my next batch of onion rings. When I majored in political science, and one of the professors in my apartment, I'll say his name, but I'm gonna bleep it out. His name was
Fuzzball.
and he was an
Fuzzball?
No,
Fuzzball.
with a K. And this man was a very interesting guy. He looked like a character straight out of Napoleon Dynamite, and he kind of sounded like one too.
Looks like a character straight out of
Actually,
the
you know
Wet
what
Bandits.
he looks like? He looks like John C. Reilly as Dr. Steve Brule.
Yes.
Oh.
So
I love Dr.
he
Steve
was an
Brule.
interesting guy who said a lot of weird things. And like he was kind of self-serious as an academic, but every once in a while he'd say something like completely ridiculous and out of left field that I couldn't help but laugh in public when it would have embarrassed him. But anyways, there was this one time he was describing. We were talking about Karl Marx for one reason or another, and he was talking about how like Marx would do research in the library, and he'd do it for such long periods of time that he developed carbuncles. And someone was like, "What's a carbuncle?" And he's like, "Oh, they're disgusting pus-filled sores on your ass."
Yeah. That
I
sounds
was like, oh boy.
sounds about right.
So yeah, he was an interesting guy.
Oh, is that what those are called? I called those Mikeys.
Man, you gotta be pretty interesting to be interesting to Mikey.
What
The
is
worst part
that
is
supposed
that-
to mean, mister?
The worst part is that professor only made 5 pesos an hour. As an adjunct professor.
I think you just might be
Oh, man.
It's me, all right.
That's a classic one, okay. What else do I got? Alright, have I ever told you guys about my great-grandma Evelyn?
Yeah, maybe.
Let's hear it.
My great-grandma Evelyn is my paternal... my dad's father's mother. So
Did she say, "I love you very much from the bottom of my heart. If it were any lower, it might have been a fart"?
No, that was my grandma Sandy, who unfortunately just passed away last year. Yeah, so great-grandma was this interesting woman. What little intelligence I can be credited with, I inherited from her side of the family, so this is important. She liked riding around on motorcycles, and she had an eclectic sense of humor that, and I think you guys can see where I'm going with this, where she had a bunch of really interesting jokes, apparently, that she would tell her friends just as a lark. And you want to hear some of these jokes?
Sure.
Yes, I'm ready for this. Did she come up with them herself?
Yes, apparently. Alright, where do you cook brownies?
Where?
In your underwear?
Ah, that's good.
Let's see, what was the other one? There's another really good one. Having trouble remembering it. Yeah, but that's the gist of the kind of jokes that she'd apparently tell, and she was also like...
My grandma is very similar to that. She wrote a couple of poems because they just popped up in her head one day. One of them is, "There's one thing I know to be true. Perhaps it has happened to you. While eating spaghetti dressed all white and pretty, you wear the spaghetti sauce too."
Oh.
And then another one was, "There once was a man from Nome. His head was as shiny as chrome." Where once there was hair is now pitifully bare, so now he's the chrome dome of Nome.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. My grandma is cute like that.
I'm going to assume this is not the one from whose ancestors came from Britain, who's complaining
Yes,
about
it is.
patriotism. Oh, it was her?
Yeah.
Huh.
She's very patriotic.
Patriotic.
Patriotic schmatriotic. I mean, it's just a generational difference.
Yeah, because back
I don't know
then...
how much we should get into that on the show,
Yeah.
but, you know.
Yeah.
We just live here. I don't, you
That's a
know.
whole can of worms.
Well, I will
like
say I did
aspects
not
of
hear
living here.
a lot about the bad things our country does until I went to college.
Exactly.
So, if you haven't been to college
The
in
bad
the
thing
last...
they do is, like, release Spyro in the United States is the worst thing that's happened. Or fly a drone of Spyro to Snoop Dogg.
I like how you guys didn't believe me, and then I put like the clip in, and it's like clear as day.
It's not
Yep.
that I didn't believe you. It was just such a
So
WTF
random.
thing, you know.
Yeah, so this level has like a little trick where like halfway through you get to the exit, but there's like another pathway down there that you have to take in order to actually
You have
finish
to
the
change it
level all
to
the way.
10 frames a second.
No, you don't have to do that this time, unfortunately. There, that level didn't
Well,
take
why
me
don't we
100
take our
years.
first break then?
Alrighties. Now, Mikey, edit in the video of Snoop Dogg in Spyro.
You already did it.
No, again.
Spyro, what up, baby? Spit that fire one time. I told you had to come back. You've been gone too long. They ready for you. Come down here and holler at me one time, nephew. I'm gonna direct you in here.
realize I have had diarrhea since Easter's?